So here we are, we're closing in about the end of day 3 of recovery. I got a little humming from a little thing over here, but I thought I would bring us outside. It's about 3:30-ish here. Here in Scottsdale. I've got a little patio out here. It's really nice out, as you guys can see. So nice and sunny, and I guess everybody here thinks it's kind of cool because it's like 50 to 60, but you know, when you come from someplace cold like Reno is, it's nice and warm. Today has definitely been a good day. The hematoma that I had last night, it looks like everything's like kind of chilled out. They did take out my drains today on day 3, which the first one didn't hurt at all, but then the second one was in there and there was a little bit of discomfort. It wasn't like bad or anything. I was kind of dreading it. I thought it was going to hurt a lot worse than it was, but it wasn't terribly bad. And then I did get some pain because right after they took it out is when I had lunch and I was sitting up, and anytime you're sitting up elevated, you definitely get some pressure down there. So I definitely had some pain down there, and I had to take some midday pain pills, which I didn't do yesterday. And then I took a nice little nap because I'm getting in lots of nap time right now, and it's actually really nice. And then when I woke up from my nap, I had a little bit of extra bleeding when I went to the bathroom, which kind of concerned me, but they told me it was normal. It was mainly probably from like the bruising and like extra blood coming out. I know that's kind of gross, but whatever. And then I got to take my first shower, which was really nice. I hadn't showered since Tuesday, and that felt really good. And then I just kind of been walking around a little in the hallways, and I came out here on the patio to get a little sun. It'll probably be my last recording for the day. There's not really a whole lot else going on. I'll probably eat, hang out a little. I've been laying in bed most of the day trying to rest the area and ice the area down. So I'll probably wander back to my room and lay back in bed, just relax. I've been feeling really good. Recovery's been going really well. I know Monday is when they'll take out the packing and I'll start working on dilating. I don't really know what's in store all weekend, but I know Monday's dilating day, so that's something to look forward to. And then I'm here until next Thursday. Next Thursday is my release day, so hopefully everything is going good by then. Other than that, I will see you guys tomorrow morning with day 4 of recovery. Alright you guys, I am going to burst in here real fast because I totally forgot when I was recording this entire video to talk about where I got my surgery done. So I got my surgery done here at the Meltzer Clinic in Scottsdale, Arizona, and my doctor was Dr. Ley. And I chose them. When you're finding your surgeon, it could be such a daunting thing. You want to choose someone who's good, you want to choose someone who's around you, you want to do your research, you want to choose somebody that's perfect for you. And when I was choosing my surgeries, I was watching a lot of YouTube like I always do, and I was watching the people that influenced me that have had their surgery, and the girl that I got the most info from was from Samantha Lux, and I'm going to try to find her video about her surgery and where she used and whatnot, and if I can find it, I will post it right up here or up here, one of the two sides of the little card. But she went to the Meltzer Clinic, she used Dr. Ley, and she was just so happy with her results. And Dr. Meltzer is apparently really, really good. I never got to meet him, but Dr. Ley trained with him, and she's very knowledgeable, and she's very sweet, and she's actually amazing. And trust me, if you guys are looking to get the surgery, definitely check them out. I don't know if it's kind of more expensive. I didn't check out other places. I'm sure you can like go out of, obviously I live in the United States. I'm sure you could go out of the country to like Thailand and get surgeries that are cheaper. But I definitely, with the surgeries, I did not want to go cheap. I definitely live with the thought of you get what you pay for when it comes to surgery. And I definitely wanted the best care. I wanted to look good, especially with what you're having done, because you want it to come out looking good. You don't want it to come out with your, you know, with your new Gorgina all jacked up. So definitely do your research, but definitely if you are looking into getting the surgery, definitely check out Dr. Ley in Arizona. She is absolutely wonderful and amazing, and you will come out with a Gorgina looking so good, looking so good. They do a 2-stage surgery with the vaginoplasty and a labiaplasty, where they give you the first one, makes the vagina, you get, you know, your clitoris, you get your labia, all the basic girl parts, and then you could do another one 6 months or more later. I think it's 6 months. It might be 3 months. I don't know. I know it's later that does more detail with the labia and the inner labia, and also provides a hood for your clitoris. So it's like a two-stage thing, and they do it that way. That way they can fix any imperfections that might have come up that you might have noticed or wanted them to look at when they do the second surgery, as opposed to doing it all at once and then having to come back later if you're just unhappy with something. So definitely check them out. And now let's get back to the recovery part of the video. Hello my loves, welcome back. It is day 6 of recovery. I did not record anything for day 4 or day 5 because there wasn't really anything special going on with days 4 and 5. It was all about just resting and healing, and the days were kind of up and down. Day 4, I felt really, really good, and I'm so used to being active that I was doing a lot of walking around the little loop in here in the recovery center, since we're not allowed to leave the recovery center. But then I did get really, really sore Saturday night and Sunday morning, and I think a lot of it has to do with like the bed and like the underwear, and it's like the bed's kind of uncomfortable, and you just kind of like the angle of it, you kind of slide down a little, and then it like kind of pulls the underwear and pulls everything tight. So I spent yesterday morning, I was still really sore, and I spent most of the day in like this chair in my room. As you can see, I have like this chair that I can sit in, and then like the bed is like over there. I know my room is a mess, but so I'm sitting in this chair, and it actually helped quite a bit being out of the bed, being in the chair. And I sat in the chair most of the day, and it started feeling better. I kept icing. Ice is like a big thing during the recovery. Like you're icing like every single day, several times non-stop, and at night. Just for the area, to get the swelling to go down, to get the bruising to go down, and the issues that I was having in the beginning, they have both worked themselves out. Everything is getting soft, getting back to normal. And today we are on day 6, and day 6 started early this morning at like 6:45, and I haven't really needed much in the terms of pain pills. I haven't taken the hardcore pain pills since probably maybe day 2 or day 3 was the last time I took any of the really, really aggressive pain pills. I did take some Tylenol, and I did take some Advil yesterday, but I haven't really needed it. I haven't been in a ton of pain. I've been a little pain, more discomfort, just from stuff being sore, but not anything that wasn't manageable for pain. So that's good to know, is it's not super, super painful. I will say though that there are girls that get their like breast augmentation at the same time as their vag, and kudos to those girls, because I remember when I did my breast augmentation, I learned really, really fast I can't use my arms to push myself up because it would hurt, so I was using my legs to do everything. And this surgery, I use my arms to do everything. If I need to scoot, if I need to push myself off the bed, I use my arms to do everything, and I can't even imagine not being able to use both. That would be crazy. So this is already getting kind of long. Anyway, today she came bright and early, like 6:45, and she took the gauze out, and when they do the surgery, they fill you with gauze, and to keep everything all, up inside of you, to keep everything healing, and to get it healing, and to keep it where it's supposed to be, and keep it full, and keep the length, and keep everything going where it's supposed to be. So today on day 6, she took out the gauze, and having the gauze out is really nice because it makes you feel like really, really filled up, especially, and if this is TMI, whatever, that's what this is about. Especially when I needed to like use the bathroom, having all that gauze in there, it just felt like I was like super like full, like non-stop, because I was just full. And it was nice to have that out. A couple of parts were a little uncomfortable, but it didn't hurt at all. And she would like spray water like up in there to like loosen up the gauze and then pull it out. But after that, it also started, today is the first day of dilating. So dilating, we need to dilate for 5 times a day, and I have my little set of dilators right here, and let's see if I can pull one out, because I'm trying to hold this at the same time. We are just going to be using the number 1 dilator today. We aren't going to be getting into the big ones, and look, the camera's going all over the place because I'm trying to get this little guy out of here. So this is the little number 1 dilator. As you can see, they have really like fancy ones here, and they got their own little like handles, and they're supposed to be ergonomically correct, so that way they kind of slide in and contour to your body. And they have little blue dots on them. I don't know if you can see them. There's the blue dots, and the goal is to get to the last blue dot on here, because the last blue dot is 6 inches, and that is always the goal for when they do the surgery, is to try to get you 6 inches based on how much your body is going to open up. I was fortunate enough that she was able to get the 6 inches, which makes me happy. And it's still a little it's still some discomfort putting it in. I was a little concerned because I was talking to my girl, Miss Julie Vu, and she said it would be a lot of discomfort. I think because I'm bigger and I know she's like really tiny, that it wasn't terribly bad. It was definitely a new sensation, and it was a little difficult putting it in, but it wasn't, I didn't really feel any pain, and that made me happy. Now maybe if I pop up to, you know, the big boy, number 4 here, you know, that guy is scary. I don't know if this guy will ever go inside me. Number 1 is what we used today. I cannot hold the camera and do the dilating at the same time. I just kind of wanted to give you an overview. If you guys want me to do a whole video more in depth on dilating, I will. I know Julie Vu did one. Maybe I'll link hers right up here. I'll link hers at this point right up here, because I remember watching it when I was first starting my transition and going through her videos, because she helped me with all my videos. So I'll link that video that she did right up here about dilating if you want a more in-depth view of the dilating. And I probably won't record any more today because everything is feeling pretty good. We're just doing some healing, and I might not do any tomorrow. I have to dilate 5 times a day and 4 times tomorrow. There's not really any big events tomorrow, but day 8 will be the day that my catheter comes out. I'm really happy about that. And then I find out if the catheter is going to stay out, if my bladder training has been working. So I will record more on day 8 so I can update you guys, okay? Love you. Good morning, my loves. So here we are in day 7. Day 7. I know I said I wasn't going to record again until day 8, but I want to throw up a little addendum to the dilating. So after a full day of dilating yesterday, dilated 5 times yesterday, I'm gonna say that it is uncomfortable as fuck. It is, I thought, I was thinking maybe because I'm bigger that it wouldn't be as uncomfortable, but it is seriously uncomfortable, especially like your body is trying to heal and your body's trying to heal and your hoo-ha doesn't want to be poked at, and she's already aggressive and angry and swollen, and you're poking at her with like these glass or plastic or whatever the material is. The ones that they give us here kind of look like they're glass dilators, and essentially getting deep to hold it there. I mean, it is seriously uncomfortable. But it's just something that needs to be done. So, I mean, I hate doing it, but I do it right on schedule. You know, I don't procrastinate it. I just do it and I just get it over with. But if you're doing the surgery, dilating is gonna suck. Just be prepared. It's gonna suck. And the first one I did this morning, it was really hard to get depth on it. Like my girl was like not having it. She was having none of that shit. Anyway, so that's just my little addendum. I will see you guys tomorrow when I talk about the catheter coming out. I hope it comes out early because I'm really over the catheter and the bladder training. So I will tell you guys all about that last day tomorrow, and then the next day is our discharge day and we get to go home. Yay. I don't know how that's gonna be because I'm still pretty sore from my labia incisions, but we'll talk about that more tomorrow. Hope you guys have a good day. Good morning, my love. So here we are on day 8. We're almost done. I finally get to go home tomorrow. I'm really excited because I'm really homesick and I really miss my meows. And the last test was passed today, and that was the catheter was removed. The final test, once they take the catheter out, which I'm not gonna lie, kind of sucked. I don't know if it hurt. It seemed like it was super long, but there was a part that was like maybe uncomfortable. Maybe it was a weird feeling and uncomfortable. I don't know if it necessarily hurt, but it went by super fast. The girl that does it here is really, really good at it. So it wasn't too terribly bad. I was kind of worried about that one because I've heard the catheters coming out can be so shitty and so sucky. So I was actually really, really worried about that one hurting a lot. But the last test after they take the catheter out is making sure you can actually go to the bathroom normally. Otherwise they have to put the catheter back in for you to go back home, and then you have to have someone at home like your general practitioner take out the catheter for you at home, which I definitely didn't want. I mean, who wants to have the catheter on the way home going through security and whatnot at the airport? So mercifully that didn't happen, which makes me happy. But I've already passed that test this morning, so I'm happy. So I have nothing left, so I'm probably going to end the video here. I hope that you guys liked the video. I hope that it was informative. I don't know if you guys made it to the end. I don't know if it was boring. I couldn't really show you like the catheter getting taken out because I mean, I couldn't hold the camera while that's going on, and anyway, and I mean, there's privacy stuff in the hospital, so I can't really do a lot of filming outside of my room. I just wanted to let you know what to expect if you're doing the surgery, if you plan on the surgery, and what to expect on each day of the surgery, so of a recovery after the surgery. So I hope it was informative. I hope that you guys liked it. If you guys have any questions about the surgery, or if you're planning the surgery and want advice or tips, leave them down below, and I will do my best to answer them to you. I was never really in a ton of pain. There was some discomfort. There were days of a little more pain, a little less pain. I really only took the hardcore narcotics for like a couple of days after I had the surgery, and since then occasionally I've had like some ibuprofen or some Tylenol, but for the most part there wasn't a whole ton of pain and recovery, which made me happy because I thought there would be a lot of pain and I didn't want to take extra narcotics, much to Winter's dismay. She wanted me to take more of them, maybe cheek them until the nurse left and pocket them and send them to her. Anyway, we didn't do that. Other than that, guys, I love you all, and I will see you guys back on the next video. Bye.